and welcome back to the We Are Investing channel, a channel that is dedicated in investing and personal finance. On this video, I want to go over 5 penny stocks that I think have great potential long term. We already doubled our money on most of these penny stocks, and I still think that there is potential in these stocks, and that is why I am bringing them up on this video. Now, it is a subtle, well, maybe not a subtle brag, because I want you guys to see that we're getting into stocks before they are popping. And it's not like I'm making a video, releasing that video, and then there's a sudden pop in them because we have bots or we got some illegal pump and dump scheme going on. These are true picks that when we open up positions, they could stay flat for a couple of days. Heck, some of them even dropped, but we held onto our positions and they grew massively. So I'm going to go over 5 stocks that we are in. We made a ton of money in these stocks. I am not being paid. I am not being told to promote any of these stocks. These are my personal opinions on all of these stocks. I am being completely honest with you guys. So with that being said, do know that there is a Patreon for this channel. Whenever I open up a position in a new stock, I post on the Patreon. Whenever I make any moves with the portfolio, I post on the Patreon so that you guys can see. And when you join the Patreon, you also get access to a Discord server of over 300 members. And you also get early access to videos. I upload to the Patreon before the videos go public on YouTube. Now on this channel, we are 100% transparent. It's not like other channels out there where people say they buy stocks and then they don't show you their position. Or they say they hold it long term and then when the stock goes up 400, 500%, they don't show you that they sold some of their positions. And if they're not selling some of their positions, then you got to question how good of an investor are they really? Because it is always smart to lock in some profits when a stock goes berserk. So if they are not showing you, it's either they're not transparent with their viewers or they're not really good investors. Now for all of these stocks, I've done videos that go in detail about the company. For this video, we're just going to go over the stocks and then I'm going to give you a brief explanation on why I am invested in these companies. Now the first stock is ABML. It's traded on the OTC. And you can see that in the last month, the stock is up 247%. The current share price is $4 a share. And you can see that we bought 1,000 shares of ABML at a share price of $1.35 on January 19th. And on January 26th, I sold some of that position because we more than doubled. And the strategy that I like to use for penny stocks, I want to be in all of these long term. But as they grow and I more than double X my money, I am going to take out some of my positions so that all that is left is house money. Meaning that I no longer have any risk. Zero risk when it comes to this stock because I took out my initial investment and the money that's in this stock right now are all gains. And these gains can continue to grow over time at zero risk. So if the stock is a great long-term winner, I am still going to make a ton of money. Now, a quick reason why I got into ABML and I'm still in this company is because they are going to be recycling lithium-ion batteries and they can use those batteries again after they recycle them. They have patents on this process, they have a plant, and this is actually going to be something that I think is going to grow long term. And the growth might not kick in until some of these batteries are at the end of their life. And that is completely okay because it is a long-term investor in a sector that I think has great macroeconomics and is going to continue to grow over time. The second stock that I want to talk about trades under ticker symbol AREC. It's traded on the NASDAQ. The current share price is $7.15. And over the last month, the stock is up 231%. Now this stock, we opened a position on January 25th. I bought 350 shares at $2.90 and then I bought an additional 100 shares at $2.55. And on February 5th, I sold 150 shares at $7.55. Same situation with this stock. We more than doubled. I took out my initial investment and all I have left is house money that is going to be there long term. And when I say long term, I'm talking years. I could have a position for 5 to 10 years. It's house money, zero risk. And if this stock does become a great long-term winner, we are going to make serious money off of this stock. Now, the reason why I like AREC is, again, macroeconomics. They opened up a subsidiary to their company that is going to be dealing with rare earth material. They are going to be pulling material that is going to be used for the magnets in electric motors in the electric vehicles and other applications. And rare earth is pretty much all done by China, and some of those materials are needed for self-defense technologies. And that's why the Department of Defense and the United States government wants to bring rare earth back to American soil. We want to be able to process these materials. And right now, it's pretty much only MP Materials at the Mountain Pass plant that is capable of doing this. But we are getting other companies, including AREC, that are getting into this game early on, and I definitely see great long-term potential with AREC. Alright, the next stock on the list is COUV. This is also traded on the OTCs. The current share price is 71 cents. Over the last month, the stock is up 130.84%. Now, we bought this stock on January 20th. We bought 4,000 shares at 28 cents a share. Today, February 8th, we sold 2,000. So I sold half of my position because I 2x'd on my position, meaning that all I have left is house money. So again, I will hold my position long term at zero risk. Now, COUV is a very speculative play, but if it works out, it's going to be one of the best winners. COUV is dealing with carbon ion batteries, which have the capabilities of being charged extremely quick, extremely fast. Now, the technology is not there yet to deploy into electric vehicles alone. However, there are some cases where they're using these kinds of batteries in conjunction with lithium-ion batteries. But like I said, the technology is still very young. We don't know what's going to happen here, but just a slim chance that this is the next big battery technology. We're talking massive, massive gains. So we 2x'd our position, we took out our initial investment, and now we're playing with house money. The next stock on the list is VNRX. This is traded on a major exchange. The current share price is $6.50, and over the last month, the stock is up 79.06%. Now, I opened up a position in this stock. I have 210 shares at $6.50 for a market value of $1,354 and a total gain of 34.38%. I have not sold any of this position, but if the stock does 2x, we are going to sell out of our initial investment and let the rest ride long term. This is, again, a stock that I think has long-term potential. It's in a sector, well, it's in multiple sectors that are very, very good sectors in my personal opinion. The mission statement for this company is being able to detect cancer very early on through blood tests. And they also have a blood test for your dogs, which vets are employing as well in annual checkups for dogs that are elderly or might have some symptoms that are similar to having cancer. Being able to detect cancer early on is a very important thing in my personal opinion, because the earlier you detect cancer, the chances of survival go up a ton. And people love their pets. There is a ton of money in the pet sector, and testing pets is a great way to make money as well, and also save the lives of our furry friends. So this is a company that I want to succeed. This is a product that I can completely get behind on, and it's a stock that I think is undervalued and has great potential, and that is why we entered into a position in this stock. All right, the last stock on the list is SLGBF. It's traded on the OTCs, and it currently trades at a share price of $1.05. Over the last month, the stock is up 59.09%. Now, we got into a position on this stock. We have 2,000 shares. Our total gain right now is 50.99%. We have not doubled our initial investment, so I have not taken any out of this position. This is, again, a stock that I think is going to be a long-term winner, because this company, Good Nature Products, makes products that have zero plastics. They're bioplastics, they are degradable, and they can replace single-use plastics which are being banned in multiple cities and countries, including Canada, Mexico City, and I'm sure there's going to be other states and cities to follow suit. And when we start to see bans on single-use plastics, we are going to need to find an alternative, and bam! That is where this company comes into play with their products, and that is why I think that this is a long-term winner. ESG, environmental social governance, is such a hot sector, and this plays into the environmental part of ESG, but in a way that people are not looking at right now. Everyone is focused on climate change, everyone is trying to battle oil and go electric, while plastics and waste is another huge thing that is hurting the environment. So this is a company that I can get behind on. This is a company that I think is undervalued, and this is a company that I think could be a great long-term winner. So with that being said, guys, that wraps it up for the top 5 penny stocks right now. I have some other stocks on my radar. I opened up positions in a few other penny stocks that I think can also be long-term winners. Stay tuned for future videos. I posted on the Patreon on the stocks that I opened up positions on that I did not include in this video. You're going to have to wait, or you can join the Patreon and see my post and my thesis on why that or those stocks are long-term winners in my personal opinion. And as always, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and smash that like button. Turn that baby blue. And in the video description down below are links to my Twitter handle. I am starting to become active on there as well. A Facebook group and promotional links to Webull down below, where you can get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,600. But you know the deal. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. And this is We Are Investing, and together we are invincible. See ya.